Well, hello there, everybody. Hi. This is almost a little awkward because I feel like a parent that went out to buy milk, and then and it's taking a really long time to buy the milk, and I came back and I have milk, but like I bought the wrong kind of milk, so I'm gonna have to leave again. If that makes any sense. But basically, it's patch day. Servers are back up. They just came up. So NA server, I'm out of practice. NA servers now have patch 8.3, so I thought I would hop on, do a little patch day stream, nothing too crazy, and then burrow back underground for another couple of days as I finish the raid guide. So that's where I've been if you missed my memo. I took a couple days off, and I'm going to take a couple more days off just to make sure I get all the raid guides done before the raid comes out. But it shouldn't take more than, like the rest of this week, but then I'll be good. Brad Ria, thanks for the bit. Oh man, happy patch day. Done with work in 2.5 hours, tidy me over. Misty, how are things going? Things are going fairly well, actually. I feel weird, but good weird. I feel like I'm a Pokemon that's evolving. And I didn't think that I had that much experience yet, but sometimes it's just happening. Nix Sayani, thank you very much for the 3-month reset. Happy patch day, guys. So I am sitting here on my login screen, just kind of looking at my add-ons, being like, well, I'm gonna load out-of-date add-ons, but I don't want to push it, so like, what do I need? How badly do I need it? I know I want bartender. I'm gonna want my nameplates. Leatrix is fine. Some of them have been updated yet. Add-on authors usually take a bit of time to get things patched up, and I'm not one to judge because I haven't updated my DBM voice pack in like 2 patches, so, you know, on the list. Nova Bell, thank you very much for the bits. How long were US servers down for? 6 hours, something like that. Long enough for the WoW forums to lose their mind, which is funny because we're still currently 2 hours and 15 minutes ahead of the estimated downtime. What was I saying? I was looking for KUI nameplates. Did I get those? A, B, C, D, E. How does the alphabet work? Hey, there it is. Let's grab that. What else do I want? Pet tracker can wait. Ooh, shattered unit frames. Yeah, I want my unit frames. And, we'll see how this feels. I have my own voice pack, and it is absolutely disabled because I'm not about to listen to that. Blasphemer, thank you very much for the 7-month reset. Yay, 7 months and 8.3. And MGKJR12, thanks for the brand new sub. Welcome to the Scroll Squad. Downtimes these days shorter than it used to be. It is, and I think people have just got kind of spoiled by the last couple of major patches that we've done. They've had these long estimated like 8-hour downtime windows, but they've always been back up after like 2.5 hours. And I'm assuming this one took a little longer. I have no idea, but guessing, if I had to guess, the auction house tech is not something that gets updated every patch, and you know, there's a lot going on there. So basically, what I want to do today is just check the doubloon vendor, because if there are pirate boxes, then I want to buy them. If there are not, and there probably won't be, then we'll have to wait for that. But I want to check the doubloon vendor, and then I want to do just the opening, the intro quest line, or at least as much as I can get through in about 2 hours. I'm going to do, that's my plan, is to do 2 hours and then get back to work, because I desperately want to get raid guides done. I have to update my HUD. As it made, did they change the color of the Chamber of the Heart to blue? Looks super pretty. Patch is in for USA, yes. So happy and excited. New follower recently found your YouTube channel and your videos helpful. Oh, thanks. Totally forgot about the boxes. It's the one thing that I keep remembering. I'm sure I've forgotten about like a lot of stuff that's coming in the patch, but the one thing that I think of every morning when I wake up and climb out of bed is, ooh, I'm going to be able to target island mounts. So currently, on the map, that's the one I'm looking for. So basically, the gist is, if you missed the memo, there's a new vendor. They hang out by your island vendor. Horde gets one too, of course, and they will sell in exchange for doubloons these salvage boxes that have island-specific loot that is tied to specific families. So the Jorndal one, for example, would get you Rykle, Vargle, and Storm Dragon stuff. So if you were looking for the, like the island Storm Drake, then you would want to buy that box to hope to get it. And the thing that I want more than anything is the Squawks mount, the pirate parrot mount, and that means Rotting Mire salvage. And they're not all up all the time. They're going to rotate, the boxes will rotate in and out of the vendor. So I'm going to basically just dump my deployments into this, and then if we don't get it, which we might not, I mean, I don't know what the odds are like, but then see if I can squeak in islands this week. I don't know when. I've got a bit of a full plate, but see what we can do. Knight of Telegris, thank you very much for the 6-month resub. Hello, Hazel. Hope you enjoy the new patch. I'm excited. I thought I wasn't going to be excited, but I'm really excited for the raid. The raid looks really good. Okay, so I'm gonna buy these one box at a time in case I get what I'm looking for. So the first one, that's a pet. I don't need that. That's Waveblade and Cohen Rep. Sure, why not? And then a dagger transmog, the plundered twin barb shanker. Not a not cool dagger, but that's not what I'm looking for. Let's try again. Zyda27, thank you very much for the bits. Welcome back for the day. Thank you. It's been a weird couple of days not streaming. I felt super weird about it on, what was it? Friday was the first day I skipped. Like the entire normal stream slot. I was working on a video, but I kept like checking the clock being like, ooh, what would we have been doing around now? So I got 2 Azeroth's Tears, which is I think Champions of Azeroth rep. A plundered Jinyu longsword out of the second one. So sword transmog. Ooh, that's kind of a cool sword actually. The new auction house is going to make it way easier to find appearances that you don't have yet. So it might make it easier to sell this stuff. I might just post it right now. Dances with Wolves with the 2-month resub. Thank you very much. Hi, it's always a lovely time hanging out watching your streams. Article saying which crates drop which mounts. Not off the top of my head. The crates themselves are listed with their families. So it's a matter of which mob family the mount is associated with. If we look at island expedition mounts, some of them will be obvious, like whichever the Mogu are part of would be where this one's going to come from. The Risen Mare comes from the Havenwood one, that kind of thing. But there's got to be an article somewhere in Wowhead. Lune Soul, thank you very much for the 7-month resub. I just remember that Rathian chooses what he looks like, so he gave himself the glow up. He looks good. He looks pretty good. I haven't tried TSM just yet. I can afford another 2 of these boxes, so let's try again. I'm basically all doubloons in on the Paramount until I get it, and then we can move on to other things. So Captain's Hook, split blade slicer, and some pauldrons. So let's try one more time, and after that we're gonna be out for today. Yes, that was the last one. I got my mount. I got my parrot. Look. Let's, that's a good patch day. All right, let's get on that. You have to see. I don't have the freehold one, so this is my new baby. No shade on the, on the thing, but I have a parrot. Oh, I've wanted this ever since BFA. Well, not even since BFA. Since the BFA announcement, they had these in the promo images, and I was like, ooh, give it. And then like a year and a half of BFA went by, and I still didn't have one. He only has 1 foot. Seti 1981, thanks for the bits. Oh man, I so knew it would happen. So people were theorizing about like a 1 in 4, 1 in 5 mount drop rate, box drop rate, but you know my luck. You guys know my luck. Would you recommend getting the Shadowlands pre-order, and is it really worth the money? I don't know if you're baiting me. I literally made a YouTube video that says, is the Shadowlands pre-order worth it? That talks you through the various tiers and stuff. The short version of the answer is I think so, but it depends on if you're going to play Shadowlands. Which box type did it drop from, since there's 3 kinds? So the parrot is tied to pirates, and the pirate loot is from the Rotting Mire salvage, which is currently available on the vendors. So I haven't run far enough. I need to go move a little more. I'm so pleased with that. Yeah, Rotting Mire salvage is the one that has the chance to drop the Squawks mount. I can be an official pirate now, indeed. Indeed. I would say I'm ready for my Outlaw Rogue alt, but I'm not. I am not ready for my Outlaw Rogue alt. Okay, so I'm going to keybind that. Also, my Marsh Hopper is not a favorite mount. He should be. And go get started on patch stuff. So I did this on PTR, and on PTR it took me about 2.5 hours to get through the intro quest line. However, at the time, I was trying to multitask, and I wasn't paying very much attention, and had to do some things over again. And now that I've seen it once, I might be a little faster at it. There's my Titan Residuum Gold. I don't think I would have gotten very much. I did spend that before I got going. Oh, you know what I should do before I head out is post some of this transmog and see if the world wants it. So I don't have TSM enabled right now because I think it's out of date. Let me just see what happens if I turn TSM on. I don't expect it to work at this point in time, but maybe it will. I don't know. It's not even in my list. Not even in the list. Am I? No, it's right there. I just can't read. I'm excited. It's too much. Maybe we should declare today to be Talk Like a Pirate Day. I'm a bad choice for accents just in general. Okay, so TSM, what do we got? Does it work? What happens if I just press this? What's it gonna do? It's not recognizing anything is in any groups, so I might need some work, or maybe I just need some work. But in any case, let's see. I still have in my tooltips TSM auction data from 8 hours ago, so I can still see roughly what they were worth, because there's not going to be a lot of this stuff up. There is one up right now for like 30k. I'm gonna do mine. I don't think I want to charge 30k for that. I'm gonna put that up for like 10k and see if anybody wants it. See if I can get like an impulse purchase from somebody who is excited about the new auction house. Now, was there actually one up? It said there was. Oh, let's see if this will work. Actually, this is brand new tech, and also patch just came out, so maybe it needs a little help. How do you get flying in Coltiris? You need to do your Pathfinder achievement, BFA Pathfinder. So there's Pathfinder Part 1, Pathfinder Part 2. You can find them in your achievement journals, and also I think wowhead.com/attunement will tell you what your account specifically still needs. There's some questing achievements, there's some exploring achievements, and some reputations you need. Watching your raid guide videos as they come out, and I find your guide so helpful and to the point. Why, thank you. I want to know what the auction prices are for things. Auctionator needs a 1-hour scan. Any advice? Just like in general or right now? Auction stuff's gonna be kind of wacky right now. I think I'm gonna give up on this for now. This is not happening. In general, auctionator, huh? Like the auction house just got reset, so I imagine it's gonna be kind of wacky for a bit. Okay, I'm going to go speak with Anduin Rin. We're going to Stormwind, and I'm going to start, and I'm not going to get sidetracked and confused and distracted and lost and not finish this, because I have 2 hours before I need to get back to work, and I want to get some progress in on this. Squawks 2, congratulations. How's raid guide progress going? I am a little over halfway done, and I am on track with my new timeline. I was really upset with myself when I blew my original timeline. I originally wanted to get all of the raid guides out before today. I wanted them to all be out before the patch, and that didn't work out. But I was really upset with myself for that. So I sat down and I made a new timeline, and I set up some systems and whatever. Got like mega organized, and it's actually been working so far. So I'm going to do short stream today, and then one guide today. Drestigath is going to be today. And then 2 more tomorrow, 2 more Wednesday, or sorry, 2 tomorrow, 2 Thursday, 1 Friday. The last one should be Friday, and then I should be done. So that'll be good. I won't, that does mean that everything else is kind of falling to the wayside for a sec, so I don't plan currently to make a Blackrock Depths pet dungeon guide. I know I said I would. I just kind of ran out of time, and if I finish the raid guides and I still feel like there's a demand for it / I need it, then maybe. But I'm probably just going to rip through the pet dungeon guide with WoW pet guide strategies anyways, so I may or may not get around to that. We'll see. We'll see what needs doing. Sup, Anduin? How you been? How are things? I'm here to help. I don't want to, you can't, it's not going to let me skip any. It's probably asking me to skip something I've done before. I probably should be watching cutscenes, but oh well. Life happens. So we can start. We're putting together a plan to uncover N'Zoth's schemes. That's probably good. I should probably pay attention. I did this on the PTR, but was I reading? Let's see. His corruption is already reaching its way into our minds. Let's go chat with Magni and Rathian. See what we can do. Sounds good. So he's sending me to, well, nowhere, but I'm assuming that I'm just going back to the heart of Azeroth. Oh no, it's behind me. He's behind me. There we go. We're gonna need Fearbreaker. Okay. Let's put a marker on him so I can keep track of him. Is the dialogue volume slider new, or am I crazy? I don't want to call you crazy, but that one's been there for a little bit. Glad you were able to get on for a bit. Missed the streams. Can't wait to see all the hard work you put in on the raid. Thanks. It feels really good to get them done. Also, it's just a cool raid. It's a really, it's getting me really hyped to do the fights. So I think it'll be good. First bag got squawks. Nice. Want to drop by and say thanks for all the helpful YouTube videos, mostly focusing on mounts and pets. This cutscene's awesome. I'll check it out on YouTube if I miss anything important. It'll be fine. How's the guild going? I believe, to the best of my knowledge, it seems to be going swimmingly. I very much appreciate that they've kept themselves self-governing while I've been busy. And, oh, I need to grab it actually. It's on the wall. It's been good. I need to find more time to level so that I can get to all the fun stuff. Not that leveling's not fun. I'm enjoying leveling my bear tank, but you know, I want to get to the dungeons. I want to put together a raid and figure out how on earth I'm going to do that. It's going to be fun. Also, I was thinking about what days to do raids on, and logically, like I want it to be during an existing stream time, which gives me 6 options. And then the afternoon slot seems like it makes more sense because you're going to have more people. Like the morning slot is more for EU, and of course they're not on our servers, so it would make sense to do either Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. And my normal raid days are already Wednesday, Thursday, and to be fair, my guild doesn't raid all patch, so they usually just do a couple months and then take a break. But I'm like imagining a world where I'm raiding for 2 hours on stream in an afternoon, and then I like go make dinner and then get back on to raid for another like 3 hours with my guild in one day. And I mean, it's not like that's inhumane or anything. Mythic raiders do it all the time, but well, not regular Mythic raiders, you know. World first raiders do it all the time. I don't know how many regular people are raiding 5 hours a day, but I'm a whiny baby, so I don't know if I want to get into that. We'll see. Oh man. Apple Biscuit, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. I hate raiding, but I have to neck Nazoth so I can get some sweet eye-covered plate transmog. You know, it's nice to know what you want. It's really nice to just have a goal and make a plan and then go after it, you know? Hope you and your menagerie well. They've been doing really good. So in order to stay focused, I have been working on raid guides in like half-hour chunks, and then in between I want to take a couple of minutes to detox, but I cannot go on the internet because then I'll never get out. So I've been trying to come up with things to do that I can do in 5 minutes or less that kind of let my brain relax without totally tuning out. And it means a lot of hanging out with my fish, a lot of hanging out with the cat and the dog, a lot of cleaning. My place is immaculate. Dishes don't stay in the sink longer than like 20 minutes. My laundry is completely done and folded. It's a bit much. Where am I going? Still, heart of Chamber of the Heart. I'm never gonna get this done on stream. I should have done this off stream. This is a mistake. Oh boy. We'll have all this stuff. Sounds like a party. Is the horde officially a pack of foxes? There's nothing else in Orgrimmar. It's just a giant sea of foxes, or at least it will be. I imagine people are gonna need to get through their they're gonna need to get through their unlock quest line first. So I bet as the first people start breaking through the end of that, maybe they're already done. I don't know how long it takes. The tide shall slowly crash over the beach of Orgrimmar. What is your favorite boss in Nyalotha so far? Ooh, so just talking about the first, like, 7, because those are the ones that I've looked at the most recently that I actually remember stuff about. Let me look at the list to refresh my memory. There's a few. Ryan, thanks very much for the 6-month resub. 6 months. Here's to many more. Oh, thanks. I've been literally giving myself gold star stickers whenever I get these things done. So let's see. There was the dragon boss, there was the mana boss, there was the mana boss on which I thought demon hunters had a mana rift in PvE. Turns out that's not true. There was, Skitra's fun, but I think Skitra's going to be annoying on live depending on whether or not the weak core gets fixed. I think Xanash is going to be good. I think the soccer boss is going to be fun. I like that one a lot. Hive Mind's also kind of cool. There's just like a lot of stuff to dodge. I think it's all about Mott and Xanash right now for me, but we'll see when I actually get in there. Hive Mind and Drustagath actually are going to be fun just by virtue of them being massive multi-dotting fights. And despite the nerfs, I'm going to be getting in there, my Shadow Priest. Okay, we are going to be activating Titan consoles to check the status of Titan Forges. Nothing can possibly go wrong here. Knack62, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Where am I? Oh, God. This is going to be 2 hours of me going, where am I going? What's the thing? No, I don't. The problem is that I didn't finish. I didn't... Oh, the problem is that I have Utgard Pinnacle quest in my quest log. There's some Heart of Azeroth thing that I didn't do. Yeah, the Old Scar and the Spies to the left and right. I just never did them. I didn't see why I should, so I just never did them. And now, like, Mother wants to take me to Maelstrom, and I don't want to go. And I know I don't have to because I did this on PTR, but I'm going to be, like, clicking around that option this entire time. I don't want to go to the Maelstrom. This one. Here we go. My bad. Sometimes we get a little behind. And here. And there. There we go. These assaults actually, I think, might go... Because you have to do a Uldum Assault as well as a Veil Assault in the introduction quest chain. And I think the Uldum one, or I think they're both going to go a lot faster on live than on PTR because there's just going to be sheer numbers of people out there doing them. And you can, like, share tags and mobs and stuff. Like, everything had a decent amount of health, so it was a little tough to chunk through things on live. I am going to make sure, actually, speaking of, make sure that my... Yeah, those abilities are probably okay. Guild question, making a Horde side guild for the squad. Would you like to have your Horde tune in there as a figurehead? Ooh, I don't know. Go ahead and start it, and then I won't be in it for now, but if I change my mind, then I will join and ask for officer at least. Need to join the guild. So I don't know what our current status of guild fullness is. I heard that we are officially character limiting, which sounds about right. I really was kind of I've been kind of in denial about the possibility of the guild capping because you know, 1,000 people is a lot of people. How ridiculous is that? But I think I'm gonna have to come up with something. My current plan, and Lee Holmes, thank you very much for the 5-month resub. Happy Patch Day, Hazel. Happy Patch Day. We may need to do, like an alt guild that's kind of overflow. I don't know to what extent I'm going to be coordinating multiple guilds. I do think for the main one, I would like to prioritize people that are active and that are actively playing it as their main guild. And that's not to say that you can't have a character in the guild if you also have another life, but if it comes down to guild slots in the main guild, I would like to prioritize people that are playing that one. Why? Yeah, I'll worry about this later. We're going to Uldum on my Squawks Parrot mount. Nothing can get me down today. How about some art or manual things can be relaxing and fulfilling? I will modify a wood screen and add shelves to it. So that's not a bad idea. The art, maybe not, just because I draw for 30 minutes every morning so that I don't stop drawing, and it's like stabbing my own face out every time. I hate it a lot. It's a nice, like, I enjoy the process of having drawn. I'm just eternally frustrated trying to do things that I don't know how to do and then being dissatisfied with the results, and that's not where I'm porting to. So I find drawing a fulfilling but ultimately frustrating experience every day, so I don't know if that'll help. But manual stuff in general, little like house projects, and I don't want to take on a bunch of projects that I don't have time to do, but it's nice to, you need stuff that you can work on, like little bits. Talaria, thank you very much for the 3-month resub. If your servers show incompatible, I would restart your Blizzard launcher and possibly your computer just for good measure, because, you know, why not? A lot of hordes that want to be on Lightbringer. Community I created is also available if you'd like, but it works off battle tags, so it's not faction restricted. I'll probably sit that one out for now. My gift of Zoth is gone. Where did it go? Maybe he took it back. Maybe he's a regifter. Is the stream jumpy or is it just my internet struggling? Hopefully it's okay. I have not dropped any frames on my end. Did Joker fall asleep with his head like on top of his bone? Oh no, it's a little off to the side. He's got a little space. He was this morning he was curled up kind of in a position that made me very strongly think of a shrimp. You know, like a prawn, you know how their butts kind of curl under them and then their feet go straight forward, especially if they're swimming backwards. And I was struck by a strong desire to take a photo of him and then draw the shrimp on top of him. And then it occurred to me that this is why I never get anything done. Hygel, no, Uldum. Oh, it's a real trip being me sometimes. Okay, we're going to the Halls of Origination out this way. Did you get your gold from the mail? I did. Probably not that much of it. The other day I went and bought some more. I bought some pieces from the residuum vendor. Oh, that's the big worm. Fun fact, don't get too close to the big worm. You will not want to get too close to the big worm. I bought some pieces from the Titan residuum vendor, and I think I'm using one of them for my holy set. This patch should be the patch that I like keep a couple healing trinkets, because I always tell myself, I'm Hazel, I don't heal. And the truth of the matter is that I don't mind healing, particularly in dungeons, and I would say about half the time I do a Mythic Plus, I end up healing it. And through all of 8.25 and 8.2, and, you know, BFA in general, I have been doing those with DPS trinkets for the entire expansion. And I think I just need to finally admit to myself that it's okay to heal, and that doesn't make me a different person, and that maybe I should keep some healing trinkets. At least once I, like, get my DPS trinkets done, I can remember to change my loot spec, hopefully. So we head down through here, and this part is a scenario. So when you go ahead and redo this process on your alts after having done it the first time, the scenarios will be skippable, but the rest of it won't. So you'll have to do the assaults again, but these whole things are one time only, which is kind of nice. So head through here. I remember when I did this last time, I went like real slow and cleared everything, and I don't know if I really need to, but I also don't see any reason why I wouldn't. Hello, Hazel. How are you? Welcome back, Sub William. I'm doing quite well. It's nice to stream again. I know I missed like 3 streams, and I'm going to miss a few more. I should be very clear on that. I'm going to be streaming today, but then no stream Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Friday. Friday's going to depend on how the last guide goes. The N'Zoth fight looks kind of insane, and I don't have that much footage of it, so that one might be a whole project. But yeah, I'm going to be gone the rest of the week, but it's going to be okay. And then I'll be back, and then we'll have the raid, and it's all just so exciting. Hazel Floyd here now. What's up? Let's see. It would be cool if the Shadhar boss dropped a battle pet that resembled him, and it could be a Kerminius, but high res. There is a pet. I don't remember specifically what it's called, and maybe I'm just making this up. I could have sworn, I did a video where I looked at all the pets, and then I hated the video, so I threw it out. But, there was a new pet. I mean, there's a bunch of them, but there's 33 to be specific. Highlights include Reek, that you can get from Horrific Visions. And then, so Mott drops a little version of himself. Am I dreaming? I could have sworn there literally was a little version of Corrupted Tentacle. Drops from one of the N'Zoth fights. Oh no, sorry, Corrupted Tentacle drops from Veil Rare. Never mind, Veil Rare. I might be dreaming. Ian Saberwolf, thank you very much for the 7-month resub, over halfway to a year. That's terrifying. That's scary. Time just leaves me. The raid does not come out today on patch day. The raid will be out starting on the 21st for normal and heroic difficulty. Those are going to come out next week. Mythic will start on the 28th, the week following that, and the first wing of LFR will be on the 28th as well. Wife and I got from him, or maybe Greymane, starting Squirrel Squishers as a Horde guild on Lightbringer for the Horde. Oh, that's actually very funny. Love cuddling, no point of farming pearls. If you need to have any essences from Nazjatar on any alts, you'll be able to use your mana pearls to buy account-wide Nazjatar rep that you can send to your alts to help them get caught up if they need essences, but they might not need them. They might want to use the new ones. Full paras though? Well, paras are pretty good. Watch YouTube, not Twitch. First time to see you here. Welcome. I do that normally on a normal schedule. I do Twitch 6 days a week, but just like little short streams. And then I'm taking a little extra time off right now just to get the raid guides done. But then we'll be back. If it came out today, I would heck over the EU boys hardcore. Can you show me how to do invasions in Vision so tomorrow I won't make mistakes? You got it. Although I'm you know what's probably going to happen is I'm going to show you how to make mistakes, and then you'll be like, okay, don't do the Hazel thing. Don't be like Hazel, and then you'll be all ready. When I tested this on the PTR, so the Vision is the thing that you can mess up, and even then it's not as dramatic as you might think it would be. The assaults are basically just like, I don't know, a big world quest. It's a big world quest that you do out in Oldemar, the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. It's not a big deal. There's no wrong way to do that. But the visions are the ones that have limited entries, and then if you die in it early, then you won't get as much progress out of it as you wanted to. So that's the one you want to be a little more careful of. When you unlock them, before they send you into like a proper real boy one, they're going to put you in a sort of a practice baby boy one. There's also sort of a mini version of them that is open world out in both of the assault zones. So there's different levels of it. It's not going to throw you right in the deep end right away. Also, there's only so far you're realistically going to get. I mean, I guess it depends on how much you believe in yourself, but there's only so far you're going to realistically get in them the first week anyways, and that's relatively easy to do. Like, when you're in the vision, right, there's a main area, and then there's different wings of the city that have different difficulties, and if you mouse over the wings of the city on week 1, it's going to tell you that your cloak is not high enough for you to really get away with the rest of these. You can try it if you want, but you're probably going to die, and you really want to make sure you kill the last boss to get out and not die before then, so that you get the extra credit and the extra loot from killing the last boss. So, what I did on PTR was I just kind of cleared as much as I felt comfy with in the main area, and then killed the boss, and then that was that, and that's a perfectly fine amount to get done. And I did that in a solo group. I didn't group up for it at all. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Just, single task it. Don't, turn off your podcast for a second, put on your headphones for a second, and just get it, get it done. get her done, apparently. What rep level do you need to get essences from Nazjatar and Mechagon? You'll get different ranks of them at different rep levels. So, like, you get the essence to start with at, like, friendly or honored, and then you'll get another rank at revered and another rank at exalted, and then Paragon chests have the rank 4. Tarian, thank you very much for the bits. I figured he'd be making a Mecha gnome. I think I decided that I want my Mecha gnome to tentatively be a Mecha gnome warrior, but I still don't really know what I want to do with it. So I'll do the Mecha gnome unlock at some point, but I'm not rushing to it because I don't have a decent need for that. I know I want to get this done because I'm going to need to do this at some point this week anyways. And, may as well sooner rather than later. Which world boss is up this week? That's a good question, actually. You're asking what does the fox wear? Did you try island boxes? Is the loot chance as high as it is on PTR? I can say that I bought 4 boxes, and I bought 4 pirate boxes because I wanted the Squawks mount, and I got my Squawks mount on the 4th one. So tentatively, yes, it does seem like it's got a pretty healthy drop rate, and I am not complaining. Now I need to figure out what my next goal is from those, because I don't want to say I thought it would take me longer. That's a juju I do not want to put on myself, but I was figuring, oh, I don't have desktop audio on. I was figuring, what am I doing? Oh, island mounts. I thought that would take longer. So, of the island mounts that I still need, Chasm Leaper, Risen Mare, Elder Horn, and Avenger. My priority is probably the Mare, followed by the Moose, followed by, I don't really care about the last 2. I mean, I'll get them at some point, but those are lower priority for me. So I'm going to save up for Haven's Wood Boxes next, probably. Volpera will get Heritage Armor, yes. You got to level them from 20 to 110 the old-fashioned way first, so I don't think anybody's going to have it yet, but I'm sure there are some people that have their eyes on the prize that are just like, power ahead. The boxes, they'll have different prices depending on which box it is. The boxes that contain, the good ones anyways, are 175 doubloons each. And I believe that, I want to say that the boxes that can contain mounts are the ones that cost that much. I need to fact check that. I don't know that for sure. That's a feeling. Aerospace 2, thank you very much for the 2-month resub. I've got the Blue Dragon one, so jealous. Is a Volpera Shaman good? I don't see why not. Talking about Mecha Gnome Warrior, yesterday I did my Dark Iron Warrior, and she's looking great. Looking forward to unlocking Cultirans and Mecha Gnomes. What are you guys making for your Mecha Gnomes in Volpera? Like, I think I decided Warrior for my Mecha Gnome. And honestly, I'm not even gonna have Volpera unlocked, man. I didn't even finish that. Well, maybe I did finish the quest achievement. I certainly don't have the rep finished. I'm gonna have to like log on to my my old Nightborn Horde mage and do Volpera rep for an alt that I'm probably not gonna play. So I think that's gonna be kind of a low priority thing for me. And usually that means something I'm gonna do in like 6 months when I remember. because I don't even know what I would make my Volpera when I got one. I think rogue, maybe. I think my Volpera might be a rogue. I like them. Whenever I was making one on the PTR to test things out, I always kind of instinctively wanted to make them rogues, and I feel like they make really cute little sneaky guys. Volpera rogue, DK Volpera. Just got the moose, nice. Making a Dark Iron Death Knight, that's all I care about. That's a good one. Warlock and Priest Volpera, Volpera Shaman. I shall be Beep, the Mecha Gnome rogue. I know you told me about that before. I don't know, did you say that it was going to be a rogue? I enjoy the, what's the word for a name that is a sound? There's a word for that. I enjoy the concept of having a sound name that for a sneaky class. Like, you'd think the beeping would give them away. Prot Warrior Volpera. Highlight messages don't work. Oh dear. Onomatopoeia. Is that what I'm thinking of? Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. Phonetic? Not quite. I don't know. Sometimes I think things are words and they're just not, though. Is the light blue vampire from Islands or from the Horde equivalent of 7th Legion? The light blue vampire. Oh, the bat? That is from I think it's from Islands. I think I have it. The Blood Gorged Hunter. Yeah, that is from Island Expeditions. That one's Islands. I don't remember what color the Horde one is, but I think it's not white. So this is a puzzle where you are activating consoles to spin the beam direction, and you're trying to get both beams on the power console, which is, I believe, this one here on the left. However, on PTR, I ran around here messing with them so much that I think the game had pity on me and was just like, she's never gonna figure this out, and then just let me do it anyways. I think there's literally a response where Mother's like, don't even worry about it, it's okay, let's just move you on with your life. DC Warren, thank you very much for the 4-month resub, and Girl from Mars with the 5-month resub. Happy Patch Day, Hazel, happy Patch Day. Happy Patch Day, guys. Does it feel like it came really quickly to anybody? I mean, maybe not today specifically because there was downtime that people were waiting through, but it's kind of blown my mind that it's 8-3 already. Don't mind me just crying into you. Onomatopoeias, right? Yes, the boxes are called salvage. So my Squawks Parrot Mount dropped from the Rotting Mire salvage. So I'm rerouting the power to the lift, which is this one. Maybe this time because I understand it. Like last time, I swear I cleared the entire room. I'm just curious if it is possible. It must be possible. They wouldn't give you an undoable puzzle and then just have Mother be like, Stasha Graves, thanks for the 5 months, almost 6 months. Happy Patch Day. Hope you're doing well. I've been really, really good, and I think it's because I've been much stricter myself in regards to going online, just like recreationally. Like I haven't been really on the internet for fun at all. Like I've been pretty much just doing raid guides and then home stuff, and then outside of that maybe like watching a bit of Netflix with my husband with dinner or something like that. But aside from that, I've just been kind of like relaxing in a very offline way, and it seems to be working for me much better than just like trying to watch YouTube or whatever. Kit3, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Did you see my message? I did not. What was it? Should be able to use the name I thought of for my Volpera. It looks like it's unique. Even my hunter's name isn't unique across WoW. What do you think of the cinematic? If it's the one that happens right when you talk to Anduin, then I may have skipped it, and I may not know what it was. So you get the power beam. It starts from here, and I'm trying to get it to the front right. So I want to do this. I swear I'm gonna need 2 beams though, right? Like I can do this, and that should twist it the other way. I feel like let's see. So, because like where would the second power beam come from? I must be really dumb. There must be something really obvious. Because that's 1, right? Where on earth does the second one come from? Because that, you probably want to get it to 2. And there's no extra thingy over here. Roll on tomorrow for EU release. So hyped for this patch. Love the hair and lipstick. Thanks. Squawks in the first try has screamed. Congrats. Anduin was angry. Is this part of the new cloak thing? There's a big, basically, mega quest line that has you get your cloak and also unlock assaults and also unlock horrific visions and introduces you to the new reps It's like a whole thing, and I do not know how to do this. There's got to be a way to make a second beam, right? Cinder Fox, thank you very much for the 5-month reset. Good afternoon. Have a fabulous day. One on each side. You end up clicking every single orb. There's one. What do you mean one on each side? So I want to route it like all the way around, back to where it came from. I mean, I don't see why not. Oh, that would make sense actually. Let's try that. I feel like maybe that was what I did on PTR. I just want to see if it gives me different text, because I swear last time Mother came in here being like, you're never gonna get this. But maybe I was just misunderstanding. Maybe I was just projecting. Let's try a little more. Am I just trying to make a big circle? Okay, I made a big circle. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep clicking them until I get help. I don't see a whole better plan really. Ooh, maybe actually. Hang on. I'm either having an idea or I think I'm having an idea and I'm not. So we make the loop again, and then we go mess with the ones that are in front of the console I'm trying to power and see if that turns them both inwards. Because that would make sense. I am not great with puzzles. I don't, like, logic puzzles specifically are not really my thing. Word find puzzles, absolutely. Slap a word search in my hand, I'm having a good day. Alright, this does work. This is the reason I never finish Zelda games. They're just not my thing, man. Oh, no, I broke it. No. No. Oh, that's right, because it was powering that one anyways. I don't know, man. Go try the ones in the tops of the stairs? I mean, yeah, we can take it back to where it was and then go. Those don't have an action though, do they? Because Magni's starting to complain, which I think is a good sign, because I think it means that it's about to bail me out. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Magni complains to Mother and says, "Hey, it's not working." And the Mother's like, "Yeah, fine, I'll do it for you." And that works for me. Hold down the shift key. I do not know if you can do this scenario in a party. I would guess not, but maybe. But in any case, if you, like me, end up stuck on that puzzle, I mean, and maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm a special kind of blind. But just click things until Mother fixes it for you. Hello, Hazel and chat. Sup, Lips? How you doing? He's like, love you. Aw, shucks. So yeah, no, this is just a scenario. So you are only going to have to do this one once. This is not a Leyline World Quest daily kind of thing. Speaking of World Quest, I was kind of surprised. I figured that there would be World Quests in the assault zones, like during assaults. I figured that would be probably how you got your rep mostly, but it turns out there are quests, but they're dailies. They're not really world quests. So on a day that a zone is under assault, you can go out to the faction hub and then pick up some dailies, and then you can do those, and they'll also actually, I read that they were going to help you progress towards the assault completion, but then they weren't really doing that for me, so who knows. Arita24, thanks for the 2-month resub. Yeah, mom, help. Love your guys for Nylatha. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Thanks for watching them. Stay tuned. I got another 6 coming. And by that, I mean I'm making another 6. They're not done yet, or I would have them out. Do professions level up to 200 now in 8.3 or stay at 175? Ooh, good question. I don't think that they... Well, I guess I don't know. My initial thought is that I don't think that they level up to 200, but then again, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Randomly find your guides on YouTube. Thanks for making those. Thanks for watching them. Have you seen the cutscene between Andy and Rathenion yet? I think I might have skipped it. I skipped something, and that might have been that one. I'll catch up with it on YouTube. I mean, maybe. I suppose I could pull it up. Finally catch a stream. What is the deal with N'Zoth's gift? I got it on my Demon Hunter and didn't remove it. I didn't keep mine, but I was hearing that Dances was saying earlier that his was also gone. So I'm guessing that there's some reason for it. I remember hearing somebody say in an interview that people that kept N'Zoth's gift this long will get like some different dialogue options at somewhere. So so I would just keep an eye out for anything that indicates that you kept it, even if it's not specifically showing it anymore. Made the best unintentional pun when talking about N'Zoth's fight. It's always hard to tell when my puns are intentional or unintentional, because sometimes I mean them and sometimes I don't, and then sometimes I shouldn't have, but I did them anyways. Reactivate the forge. Over. No, that's the lift control. This guy, right? I was so excited for it. I get dialogue. I think so. I think. They stay at 175. I think I got a N'Zoth dialogue. Can't see my eye anymore. Can I still get the toy? Also a good question. Hazel skips the cutscene. No hot dragon. A king action for her. Wait, what? You're baiting me. They didn't. Did they? They didn't. Did they? They didn't. But did they? Oh, it's over here. And then the other side. I want to wear some new transmog, but all of the good stuff, the set that I really want is the mythic rating set, and I'm not gonna be mythic rating, so what am I even gonna wear? The normal set was also kind of cool. It was also fine. If I'm looking at there's your normal Nyalotha set, and then there's your heroic color, and that's cool. I don't know if I would wear the helmet, because it gives me feelings that I'm not okay with, but that's cool. But you know, it's not like the mythic version basically turns you into what's her face, into Xanish, and then I guess, you know, maybe I'll just learn how to PvP on it and see if I can scrape 1800 to get the elite set. That might be easier. All right, and off to Ronkahen we go. So I can hearth out of here. Actually, I'm gonna there's a lot of porting back and forth. I remember making good use of my Stormwind teleport cloak and my the ring, the Borealis teleport ring. You ever have to wait 9 more hours before I get to play the new patch? It's hopefully we're just guinea pigging for you. Hopefully we take care of any maybe there will be some weird bugs that'll get ironed out in the meantime. The helmet's the best part of that set. It was a gift. I can't just throw it away. They did. First rule of puns: there are no bad puns. I'm glad that you guys understand. I'm glad that I have in this world people that just get me, you know? It's nice. Also, you know what else I'm glad I have in this world is look at this parrot. I waited so long. I wonder, do I feel as good about it as I would have if I'd gotten it the new old-fashioned way? It was such a grind to get otherwise. I wonder if this devalues it at all. How do I feel? Do I feel, oh, he has an eye patch. I saw his lack of a foot. I didn't see his eye patch. I feel better. Never mind. I'm fine. Foxy Loxy, thank you very much for the 5-month resub. Happy 5 months to you too. What a bird. What a bird. I think it doesn't really cheapen it that much to me because I still want the red one. I still want the freehold bird. And that one is going to take, like, I'll probably end up farming that like 2 expansions from now. Gaming with Lerna, thank you very much for the 6-month resub. Happy 8-3, Hazel. Happy 8-3. Are you getting all the snow down there? I don't think so. The forecast kind of had some, and then it can't make up its mind. I haven't seen any yet. So, hopefully not. I don't know. I can never decide if I want snow. Childhood me always wanted snow, but adult me is less naive about it. All right, so we're done that, and then we need to chit-chat about the threats. Okay, I'll watch this one. This is just a War Council cutscene. I can watch people chat from my own camera. Yeah, there's bad Tolvir. All good. Makes sense. Oh, that's right. So both Oldham and the Vale of Eternal Blossoms can experience assaults, but it's not just Oldham is under assault by N'Zoth. There's different assaults, and they take place in different areas of the zone. So you'll have a different subset of like rares up and stuff to do throughout a couple of different. There's a couple different versions of it essentially. Oh no! Worst of all, our priests have nightmares. There's giant bugs invading. There's Titan defending Tolvir that want to purge the gift of flesh, but our priests can't really sleep through the night. You know, they're a little puffy in the face when they wake up, and it's just disaster. Oh dear. Okay. So, yeah, sure, now I watch cutscene, and we join the Accord. So I'm excited about this faction because they have, at Exalted, there's the Wastewander Sky Terror mount, and I just think that's a cool mount. I like its little coins. I like the colors on it. I think I will probably use that one once I get it, but that's Exalted, so there's a bit of time between here and there. Also, a Void Tendril Pet Leash, which just sounds like something I should have keybound at all times. Are you good? You're still working on it? Okay. Snowed in Vancouver, so I'm not going to SFU for class today. I mean, on a patch day, that's not so bad. Snowing a whole bunch in Seattle right now. I have to do the school pickup soon. Let's see. Snowing bad in Seattle. It'll be cold enough to snow there. It's been chilly we're getting a little bit of a cold wave. It's been below freezing at nights. I've been really pleased because I get to like wear extra layers and I get to like put on the hats and the big mitts. And those are fun. So one thing I did not do was find out if the new essences are good for me. I'm assuming because of the corruption resistance, they'll be usable. This one, I never actually like read them. So this one is a damage and has a shorter cooldown during execute with the passive giving, that seems like a fairly basic straightforward thing. 47k. What's the, I basically need updated power rankings. I'm gonna have to look into that. So current assault, and then you can pick up. So I didn't do these dailies on PTR because they're kind of, they take some time. Also, the rare encounters, if you see a rare and you're like, wow, that rare might drop a mount or something, because lots of the rares drop pets and mounts. There's lots of good stuff out there. Get help. They hurt. The rares they have a ton of health and they hurt a lot, and I found on PTR at least, I could not solo them and I could not duo them. We weren't getting them down until we had like at least 3 people, and even then it was taking a while. Maybe that's been tuned, but speaking Retinus the Seeker. So I also didn't do any of the pet battles. This guy is an eyeball. He's magic, so I don't know the strat, but just guessing. Mechanical, Pandar, and Dragonling. Mostly what I want to find out is if doing this pet battle will count towards the assault. I think it might. We'll find out. So he's a very good anti-magic pet, and then probably just 2 more dragons. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be backline pets here. So let's do a Emerald Proto-Welt, because that's usually a good call. And just for fun, let's see. Let's do Proto-Strike and what's another good dragon? The Celestial? I need to move dragon moves, actually. I'll throw Eula in there, why not? Breath, and then we can do Blessing and Life Exchange? Lift off. Okay, let's see what we can do. Pattycake87, thank you very much for the 4-month resub. Let's see. Patch day, no one is online in my main. I'm so new to WoW, just got to Draenor. Garrisons are so cool. Gotta keep up with the farm back on Pandaria though. You're gonna have a few things to keep up with by the time you get leveled. So this guy's got Chaos Beam, Nightmare, Void Crash. I don't have any of my pet add-ons, so I'm just gonna throw up a decoy and start spamming breath and hope for the best. Boss pets, reduce damage. So it seems like this guy's gonna be good for this because his decoy is going to block that. Ooh, maybe I should have waited around, actually, because he's going to take it down and then I'm going to get stunned. Let's restart this. I'm going to wait 1 round and then decoy. We'll Thunderbolt, decoy, and then breath. Let's do a little Band-Aid and try again. I could just look this up, but, you know, where's the fun in that? So, aside from the Beam, Nightmare, and Chaos Beam. So you're gonna be reduced healing, but that's fine. My mom keeps hating on my long-term plan to move to Seattle simply because my oldest brother lives in the area, and hates it because he's grumpy and wants to retire. So bad I just don't want to talk to her about it anymore. Not snowing at all in Hawaii today. I imagine Hawaii probably doesn't see a ton of snow. Maybe that's just a stereotype for me. You know, I've never been. I would love to go. I'm not a big vacation person, but I want to at least one time in my life before I just die. See Hawaii. I feel like if you're gonna go to a beach and you want to, like, you know, climb a hill or do a hike and see some views, that's got to be a good place to do it. You know, you hear about people going and, like, hiking around volcanoes, and, like, I think I would enjoy snorkeling out there because there might be, like, pretty fish to see, but I don't want to, like, dive because then you're, like, underwater, and I can't breathe down there. Listed Anchorweed in the auction house about an hour ago. Nobody else has listed any. I think that people will be a little slow to get stuff up just because of the their auction house add-ons might not be working yet, and people may be reticent to try the new UI. Also, I tried to list a thing with the new UI just on my own, and it wouldn't go up, so people may be having issues getting things to post still. We'll see. Is this going to be fine? I think this is going to be fine. Gonna get the buff, and I should be able to just punch him down eventually. That's not so bad. You don't need anything too crazy for that. I only needed 2 pets, so any 3 dragons should really do it, I think. So I got for that no progress towards the assault. However, I did get 75 Oldham Accord rep and a Void Tendril pet leash, which I can now try out, actually. So this is a consumable item. There is going to be a toy version of this, and basically what it's going to do... I say this like I know. I've never used this before. Okay, yeah, that looks cool. It's a little brighter than I thought it was going to be. I figured it would be a little darker, a little spookier, but that's the Void Tendril, so the toy is probably going to look basically like that. In hindsight, it looks a little weird with Stardust because you can see through him, so it kind of looks like I impaled him in the neck with it, but you know, it's the Void. Let's see. So doing any objectives in the area, like killing mobs and clicking stuff, will all help progress you towards the assault progress. However, ideally you want to also be doing stuff that's... Man, are those not shared? This is going to be competitive. Also want to be doing stuff that will get you... Man, it's going to be tough to get any objectives done. Progress on your daily quest, basically, because those are going to give you rep. You're going to want those. I imagine this is going to calm down eventually. It's just AoE, I suppose. Would it be a bad idea to switch mains for this patch and then into Shadowlands? I don't think so. I think a patch launch is usually a fairly good time to switch mains. However, you are going to have some catching up to do. It might be easier to switch mains like right before Shadowlands when you don't have to worry so much about catching up on, you wouldn't have to worry about catching up on, you know, essences and your Heart of Azeroth level and all that. But now is a perfectly good time to do it, and that'll give you more time to play the class and figure out if you really like it or not. Everything is tagged around here. I kind of want to move elsewhere and do something else for now, just because normally that's my move. Like, I've never felt a need to do things immediately, and if I can come back and do them when they're a little less crazy, that's usually better. But I don't know, what else could we do today? Butter Kiwi, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Appease the volcano goddess. Just use a potion of water breathing. I don't think I'm, like, afraid of deep sea, but, I read enough books. There was some kind of, like, a drama novel series that I read as a kid that involved a bunch of kids diving, and, I don't think anybody even drowned. It was all about the decompression sickness from coming up too fast. There's one about diving, there's one about Everest. I don't know why kids were doing either of them, but I think it spooked me of wanting to, like, dive particularly deep, especially because all the pretty fish aren't that deep, you know? I just want to look at the pretty fish. Barely have essences in my main either. I think it's not a bad time to come back because the new essences give you corruption resist. They're going to be competitive, if not best in slot. So you can kind of sort of skip, you know, just do new stuff for now, and maybe you'll want to go back and, like, fill in an Ashtar essence or two or whatever it may be. But you're going to be able to get most of what you need just playing current content. You're not really going to need to do a whole lot of catching up. and the your item level should catch up pretty quick. Okay, so we're 2 of 8 priests. I'm never gonna get the items collected now, but we can always come back for that. Like, these are, well, can I? How much time am I gonna have to do this today? Gnomes can be priests and mecha gnomes can be priests. They added gnome priests back in Cataclysm with the justification being that they're like, hey, I actually destroyed one. Medics, basically. They're not really light priests per se. I don't know what the justification for no shadow priest is, aside from gnomes be crazy, but I'm down with that. Death Knights will start, I think, at the same level as the other ones. I believe their starting experience should be different. Oh, can you please try Allied Race Death Knights? Ooh, maybe, yeah, actually. Well, Ooh, what if I make a Mecha Gnome Death Knight? What if that's my life? I don't see myself playing that at all, but, like, what if? Because I kind of want to just see what their starting experience looks like. And, I also kind of want to... I'm going to leave this character here for now, and I'm just going to log out, and then, well, if I'm going to unlock Mecha Gnomes, I'm going to need to actually go do that quest line. There's a lot going on. All of this indecision's made me hungry. I kind of want a yogurt. I like Anduin sitting on his throne face bombing. Alright, so yeah, we can do the Death Knight thing. We can do the Death Knight thing. I don't need to unlock Mecha Gnomes just to see the new starting area. I think it should be pretty short, so it shouldn't take us too long anyway. So let's log out. I shall give you a dog cam for a brief moment. I shall get up, be right back, and then we will all make like a, I don't know, some other allied race. Thank you very much for your patience. Let's see, what should I make? I'm probably not going to keep it. I already have one Death Knight. Let me show him to you. This is Hazelnuttygames. He is a regular Draenei Death Knight. He's still level 112. What did we do on him last? I think he's blood spec right now because I like tanked a time walking dungeon or something. He's a whole situation. So if I wanted to make an allied race Death Knight, there are I'd probably be Alliance. So you get Dark Iron, you get Light Forge, you get Void Elf. There's also the Gentleman. I kind of oh yeah. Yeah, bud. Check him out. Oh boy, I don't know why I have such a thing for male Draenei. But like with the Light Forge, come on, tell me that isn't dope. Hazel just got out of school, excited for the patch. Nice. I have Volpera requirements, but my computer's down. Oh no. Oh no, all the server downtime and this thing finally come up and your computer's down. It looks cool. I like that. Let's just do that for now. Here's a little boy. No, I can't do that. And this is just temporary anyways. Give me puns. Give me Hazel Death Knight puns. And just like clever names. Manzel. I mean, there's always the old staple of Bazel because Boyzel. I think I'm gonna go with Bazel. Because he's do kids still say Bay? Is that a thing? Anyways, so apparently he starts at level 58. There we go, move the dog so you can see. So that's one question answered. Allied Race Death Knight start at level 58. Which makes sense now that I think of it, because the old starter quest line started you at 55 and then spit you out of the zone at 58, and they said it was gonna be a lot shorter. So let's take a look at what the Death Knight starting situation's like. I'm a little short Volpera one. So, Bolvar's having a party. At the top. Well, yeah, Bolvar's having a party at the Citadel. He's still a little chilly. I guess it makes sense because Sylvanas is the one that like snapped him out of it, but I enjoy that he's just like sitting up there having a party. So I log in. Apparently I've already completed both 50 and 100 quests. He has a quest. Oh, buddy. Okay. Listen closely. Swear fealty to the Lich King. Hang on. Let's read why. A time of great destruction lies in the horizon that will challenge our very existence. Now more than ever, we must rise to the defense of Azeroth. It's for this reason I have expanded the ranks of my champions to include the Draenei. Your sacrifice sets you apart from all the others. Hold your head high. Forevermore, you will be a Death Knight of the Ebon Blade. It's like a game show. Swear your fealty. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna get to choose one of a bunch of swords. Why are there so many? Why are there 8 swords? How many specs are there? Two hand, one hand. Are they all the same? There's different colors. Tell me I get all the models. Those are cool though. Sure. So we kneel. Or well, you know, I don't kneel. It's hard to get up with these hooves. And grab one, I guess. I don't know. Sure. Take a two-hander. And use the Death Gate. And then you're good. So it's not really an experience so much as it is I mean, that was an experience. It's you start and then it's like, there you go. Have fun. Knock yourself out. Fetch me a hot water bottle. It's a lot of weapons. It appears as though I did get access to all of them. They did all get added to my transmog journal, so don't worry about picking the wrong one. Appearance-wise, anyways. You still have to worry about picking the wrong one for what you actually want to use. Because that's what you start with. I don't even know what kind of Death Knights use what kind of weapons, honestly. Yeah, you can have more than one Death Knight per realm. I still have my Hazelnutty. And it fully let me create my Basil here. Mounts. Maybe one day I will recreate Hazelnutty as a Lightforged, because the way I see it, this is just a flat upgrade. This is better in every way. He is so cool. I like his hairstyles a lot better. I like the hair options. So I feel like maybe one day I will redo him. Kind of like, well, because I didn't redo my monk. I have a dwarf monk and then I have a dark iron dwarf monk. And they're both level 120, so I don't want to delete one because they're perfectly useful characters for the sake of mount runs and stuff. But, like, what's the point, man? The normal one seems so redundant and silly. So I feel like if I was going to level this, I guess my other one's already 112, I don't know. Anyways, shall we maybe unlock Mecha gnomes? Blaze of Death is my DK name for a female Nelf. Got the Craghorn Island mount after my 3rd box and 3rd mount from boxes. Nice. Yeah, the drop rate seems good. They seem to have really taken pity on anybody that was just really grinding out islands and not able to get the mounts. Maybe people will stop spitting on DKs now. Curious of your thoughts on the end of the war. Are you in the Anduin camp of Forgive and Forget, or in the Night Elves and They Must Still Pay? I think we're fine. I'm cool. We can move on. I don't mind. I'm good. I'm Team Anduin on that one. I don't blame Tehran for not getting over it, but in my mind, the worst of the things that the Horde did during the Battle for Azeroth were less of a Horde thing and more of a Sylvanas thing, and she gone, man. The girl gone. So I'm good. I'm over. As long as she doesn't come back. If they try and redeem her, then I'm cutting them off. I will not have any of that. All of these are so very tagged. And I wonder if people are just rolling around in 5-man groups doing them and that's why they're tagged. Because it seems a little bit odd, right? Rhapsody, thank you very much for the 7-month resub. Yay, 8-3. It happened. It's finally here. I wonder if I can post my stuff yet. Because I think I want to come back and do this later when I can, like, loot stuff without having to fight for it quite so much. So that would mean heading back to Borealis to do Mecha gnome unlocks. Rats and Frats, thanks for the brand new sub. Welcome to the Scroll Squad. Are you gonna use the level 120 boost? Just curious. Maybe eventually if I ever think of something that I want to use it on, but until then I'm happy to let that just like sit on my account forever. I enjoyed the way you phrased it. I know it's not what you meant because you can't even do that, but it was kind of like, are you gonna eat that? Are you gonna use that? Do you need that? Can I have that? Not that that's how that works, but I enjoyed the phrasing. So I want to sell this for like 5k, and let's see if it'll post first of all. I wonder why that stuff's not posting. Like, this isn't using an add-on or anything. This is the new default UI. Maybe it's a Brutosaur thing. What if they broke the Brutosaur by accident? What do you think of the Shadow Priest nerfs? I'm crying. I feel okay. I feel fine. I kind of forgot until you mentioned it, honestly. As long as I'm not like bottom of the pack in raid when I'm trying my hardest, it'll be okay. So that appears to be still no good. I am assuming that the Mecha Gnome questline starts down here. Whenever I was also, this character looks a lot like me. The ponytail and the hair and stuff. It's Kelsey Steelspark, and she's always looked like that. But I guess my character kind of looks like Kelsey Steelspark now that I mention it. I wonder if I subconsciously customize my character to... I use different eyes, do I? No, I don't. Did I do this on purpose? Because she predates me. Kelsey's been around before my gnome was a gnome. I must just really like her. Alright, so... yeah, anytime I ran by this area on PTR, Kelsey Steelspark, like, yells out being like, yo, Mechatork's fading fast, you gotta help. And I'm just like, later, busy. I gotta go, like, hole up in a house somewhere and read the dungeon journal. And, yeah, Hazel, your timing can be better. Mechatork is fading fast. And I just kept, like, flying right on by her. So maybe this is it. Maybe this isn't, though. I don't know. His pod is powering down. His pulse is slowed. Well, we can't lose Mechatork. We have so few notable characters as gnomes. We can't just lose any. Graphics seem really glitchy for my no add-on game. Please let the Brutosaur be broken. Can you imagine if they just were like stealth broken? We're like, well, due to unforeseen technical issues, it just doesn't work anymore. And you know what? Like, you guys are mad about it anyways, so let's just like forget about that one and call it a day. They would never, but it would be almost worth it to watch the forums. I love a good firestorm. So here is Mechatork. He's just been like getting hosed down out here, and apparently it's not working. Oh, so we're gonna help him with Mecha Gnome biomechanical repair technology, which apparently not everybody's on board with, but you know, if he's gonna die anyways, I don't really see what the big ethical issue is. So we gotta get his pod to Mechagon. Can I just like ride it there? The auction house is working in Stormwind, so maybe they did break the long point. Maybe they did it by accident. I'm sure it would get fixed. I need to... What am I going to do? I'm acquiring a homing copter. I guess I didn't actually read what I needed to do. Am I going to talk to who I think I'm going to talk to? Still have my eye showing. Some people were saying that they lost it. Nervous Brutosaur laughter. Sylvanas still my war chief. Sylvanas and I are no longer see eye to eye. I still think she's got style. I will still continue to wear her leggings. But that's about where we end. And yeah, bring that back. I would be irritated at the back and forth, except that this is just giving me more beautiful time to bond with my parrot. Those island boxes are great. I feel like it'll be nice to grind out islands to be able to buy those. I feel like it just seems like the drop rate's really high because we all had big stockpiles of doubloons and could buy like a bunch of crates. 175 doubloons isn't like gonna happen instantly. It's not, you know, that's you gotta work a little bit for that. It's gonna take some time. So now we are going to Erasmus. So now I have to get back to Mechagon, and this is the part where we have to just like fly there because, you know, Horde get a port and we don't. I'm gonna just, I guess, flight path it. Friendship over with Sylvanas. When did Mechatork rob Baby Yoda of his cradle? He's apparently been in bad shape ever since Battle of Dazar'alor when we fought him, but it's okay because we were totally wearing horde costumes, and I guess he's just still in there. I'm just flying the wrong way entirely. Even after a day worth of islands, you can get at least one mount if you have the doubloon research. Well, so you can get, I mean, I guess it depends on how many islands you do in a day. I'm imagining like one good day of islands getting you about enough tokens for one box. Like if I do like 200, like 175 doubloons, that's probably going to be like, what is the average? Like 15 doubloons for Hurek Island when you average it out across a couple of them, because sometimes you'll get 5 and sometimes you'll get like 25. You're looking at quite a few just for one box, and it's not like there's a mount in every box. I would say maybe every 4. Clylousis, thank you very much for the 3-month resub. What do you think of Mecha gnomes? I think they're kind of cool. I think that's what I'm unlocking. That's what I'm intending to be doing right now. We'll see what actually happens, but I'm trying to unlock them. I might make a Mecha gnome. I was thinking Mecha gnome warrior, but my mind could still be changed. I can usually be talked into additional priests and additional hunters. It's like, I never feel like I have enough of those. I don't know what I'm going to use the rest of them for, but you can always go. A good run can get 12 to 20 if you have the research. Do you mean like looting them off the ground? Or just from the satchels at the end of them? Got the blue Thunderscale Drake for my first box and I was screaming. Glad to catch you live. Enjoyed the guide so far? Like, thanks. I'm gonna have to dip, not like immediately, but probably after the Mecha gnomes, so that I can get back to them, because I want to get them done this week. Hopefully I'm able to get the last one out on Friday, and then either stream Friday, or if it's late, then I'll just stream on Sunday, but yeah. Do you think that Mecha gnomes will start with a mech pet like the normal gnomes? They start with the robot dog. I don't know what Mecha or what regular gnomes start with, but the Mecha gnomes start with a dog. It's like the one from I mean, I guess the ones on Mechagon, really, like the ones that kind of run around. I've been trying to like eat a variety of different yogurts just to kind of like see what else is out there, you know, because I feel like I've been eating the same yogurts my whole life, and I haven't really explored the world of Greek or of strained or of homemade. Even people make yogurt in their Instant Pots. I heard that there was an air fryer lid for the Instant Pot that converts it into essentially an air fryer, and that got my attention because I didn't want an extra kitchen appliance, but I might be talked into a lid that makes my current kitchen appliance do another thing. Hello, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Be aware, the game seems to have reset graphics settings. Oh. Some people were saying they had issues. Maybe that was it. Yeah, look at that. I usually keep shadows off, and I usually keep ground clutter up. And then I like turning distance up. Let's see. So, let's drop off King Mechatork and see how he does. I wonder how long this quest line's going to be, because I know the Coltiran one took forever. So he is happy to help. That's good. Hi, Sillies. Thanks for the 5-month reset patch day. It's a beautiful, I mean, it's a sunny day over here. I'm just glad that servers came up on time. I was getting a little worried. Not like, you know, they had lots of time still. They came up like 2 hours early. But I was getting a little worried that, that they might have to extend it because, you know, that people wouldn't have taken that very well. So we are trying to modify one of our existing devices to give us access to Mechatork without disturbing his life. Preserving functions. So we need to go collect some ooze and some parts from here. I haven't been back to Mechagon in a while. I feel like I got my wheel mount, I got my meta achievement done, and then I just pieced out, like gave up massively. Is this person already a Mecha gnome? No, they're a regular gnome. Oh. I mean, I'm sure people will have already unlocked Mecha gnomes if they did that first, but is anybody switching to Mecha gnome as like a brand new main? Like somebody that saw it was like, this is, my day is here, this is my time, and you've got like all planned out? Because I've heard of a bunch of people that are going to kind of make an Alta one, but I haven't yet met the person that was like really committed to the Mecha gnome dream. That Endo and Rathian cinematic, though, yeah, boy. I need to watch that because clearly I skipped the only important cinematic in the whole patch. I clicked past one just instinctively when I was doing it earlier, and everybody's been coming in here saying that. Maybe I should just pull it up and watch it. So far, this is already the next patch of BFA, and I've only been playing for like an hour. I deleted my gnome, and now she's a mecha main. That is commitment. That is a commitment. I guess I could make a mecha gnome shadow priest. She wouldn't be able to have the pink hair. I think it's like, it's not that I couldn't get used to the other hairstyles. Like, they have ponytails. Mecha gnomes have ponytails, but it wouldn't be able to be pink. And I'm very attached to the very specific strawberry pink that she has over here. Also, I'm getting distracted. I don't need this chest. I don't need to be doing mecha gnome rep or mechagon rep. I'm good on that front. It should be fine. We are looking for ooze and more machine parts. Time for the furry agenda, Volpera for life. I wouldn't be surprised to hear about people like switching mains to Volperas. Peaced out Mechanome joke, I get it. Already made my main a Volpera. What class are you making your Mechanome? I was originally thinking warrior, like a Mechanome prot warrior, because their rearm, I think is what it's called. I might be mistaken on that, but basically they have a racial that's when you drop below 20% health, it gives you a big heal. And that just seems like a nice thing for a tank to have. So prot warrior could be kind of cool. I wish I could be, I know this isn't how this works. I wish I could be a Mechanome demon hunter. You know how fast I would be a Mechanome demon hunter? That would be my new PvP main. I would rebrand myself as like an arena queuing bro that just like does damage and ignores and line of sights my healer, but as a Mechanome demon hunter. But that's not a thing. So I can't. One of my guildies just swapped to Volpera. I don't think you got to it yet. I really hope the unlock quest doesn't take 20 years. I already saved the names Cogit and Widget on my server for my Mechanomes. Nice. Rogues with cheat death means every time you die every 6 minutes, you heal for like 40% of your XP. Yeah, Rogue's another cool one. I don't know. I might make a priest because now that you guys mention it, what if I level a Mechanome priest? And what if I'm like, man, this feels like my main now? I don't know if it would, but what if it did? You know, what if it just... No, it will... I don't know. I never know these things. We need a couple more machine parts. Illanome? Exactly! Hear me out. Mechanome druids that essentially function as transformers. I've loved that idea for a long time. It's... Like, I originally wanted that for regular gnome druids, and I thought for sure when Mechanomes came out that they would do it then. But, no, not to be. But, you know, they could do it like... You're right, they could do it like a little diva suit. You could... And then I want them to do it, but don't make it just like a mecha cat and a mecha bear. Instead, give me a mecha rabbit for a travel form. Okay, right? Yeah, so you can become a mechanical bunny for your travel form. And then your damage form could be... what else do we got? Like there's... You don't have... You know, the Zandalari druids don't use bears and cats specifically. So why would the Mechanomes? They could be mechanical anythings. They did Goblin Shamans, so why not Mechanome Druids? I think Druids are just kind of annoying to do, especially if you're going to do new forms for them because of, you know, just animations and whatever. So maybe that's why they don't do more of them, but, yeah, I see it. Alright, so two more parts. I haven't gone back and, I was going to say, I haven't gone back and learned my new Titan Essence, but I didn't finish the Invasion, so I don't have my new Titan Essence yet. That's the difference. Make Engineers a class. What's the fastest way to rep? To rep with who? Mostly it's going to be get a buff if there's any buffs available. Darkmoon Fair's over, so there's nothing right now. But then just do World Quest, get a contract. Are there actually? Yeah, there are actually. There will be eventually new contracts for the new reputations, but nobody's going to have them yet because you need to get a bit of rep to get the recipe for them. Always kind of peeved that Horde got 2 Druid allied races. We only got 1. They got Zandalari Trolls. Oh yeah, they got High Mountain Tauren too. That's true. That's true. Now that you mention it, I do feel like I want another one. Make a Mechanomes. Just patch it in. It'll be fine. I want the patch where everybody learns how to be Druids. Just and they come up with some really wacky forms for everybody else. Like, once gnomes crack the mystery of how to be a druid by getting into artificial forms, then you just make a Kultiran druid. Oh no, Kultirans can already be druids and they turn into wicker forms. I was gonna say be a tiny boat. What would be the weirdest mechanical? You know, like, once people can turn into mechs, you could have, like, Draenei druids that essentially turn into little, like, plated, you know, like all the things on, Argus that had, like, the barriers, and then there was, like, the guns and stuff. All I'm saying is you can make it work. The Trogs took Mechatork. The racial leader of great gnome kind has been abducted by a Trog. Wow. Like, I know you're unconscious or whatever, but wow. Can't believe you right now. Also, I think I'm going the wrong way. Defeat the scavenging Trogs. Piston has a new vehicle. We're going to Bondo's yard, apparently. Okay. Can't believe you. Okay. Hello? Oh. Rustai the Clever. Presumably just in the Trog area, right? I guess I don't know that. If Lightforged Death Knight makes sense, then Void Elf Paladin must make sense too. Lightforged Warframe. Exactly. Yeah, thank you. Working overnights, can't play the patch for a couple days. You're just giving them time to really put the shiny finishing touches on it. And I'm sure there's going to be a few bugs that need to get ironed out. Ooh, Rust Feather. I wonder if I can make it in time. If there's a... I've completely given up on farming Rust Feather. For a little bit, I thought I was going to set up a routine where I had like a bunch of characters out there and I would just like throughout the day get kills on all of them. But I think I gave up on that dream. I think, especially once I got the other wheel mount, became a little less compelling. Am I in time? I am not in time. That is no. There's a dead Rust Feather here somewhere, I'm sure. Oh well. Harvester's up. This is the problem with Mechagon, is that you can think you're out here for one reason. You're not. You'll get sidetracked. And gnomes will be gnomes. The Trog struggle is real. Baby Yoda can get abducted easy. Mecha gnome should be a tank for tank spec. Alright, well let's try this guy anyways. This guy could drop him out. Hazel, would you say that you are our gnomey homie? I don't think you're gonna catch me say that again. But I don't know that I wouldn't. Final boss of the Mecha Gnome quest line needs a 5-man group to get in on. Oh, that's weird. It's good to know. Good to know. Assuming that I stop getting distracted by bosses on Mechagon, then maybe we'll get to it in time, and we can, and then we can do that before I go for the day. Hazel, Sep's her creativer name. How you doing? I'm so excited for the raid next week. It's gonna be so much fun. I want to get my tank leveled up. I've been paying extra careful attention to tank mechanics because I can really see a future where I'm doing them. Fingers crossed? Nah, no way. I don't even believe in these mounts. I don't, like, I know they exist, but I don't believe in them. Where is Rustai? Oh, he's way out there. Way out there. I couldn't even see the thing because I was looking in the wrong spot. There's a raid next week. There's a raid next week. How does getting the iron, or Hazel does getting the Iron Starlet require you to not already run into the portal, then WoD just went back to the Blasted Lands, no quest in there? It might. It might. I don't know. I know it's once per character, and I don't know if you can do it after you've done that. I went through a punch? I'm gonna have to look at that thing. Pat Trailer makes 8-3 look amazing. There's just a lot to do, and I think it's important because we're still, on the fence about whether or not we're going to get 835. I don't think anybody knows if there's going to be an 835 coming. So, you know, I bet there will be, but just in case there wasn't, and if this really was all that we get until Shadowlands, you want a bunch of stuff in here, and you want it to be stuff that people aren't going to finish all in an afternoon, because Shadowlands doesn't even have a beta yet. It is minimum 6 months away, and that's like a real tight minimum. Like, we're going to be here for a bit, so hopefully it's comfy. I'm pretty sure, oh, there was an interview, no 835. All right, sick, no 835. I think that surprises me because we had a 735, and I'm just in my mind mentally equating each patch to the Legion equivalent. Because I felt like we sat in 735 for a while, and that was like the best version of Legion. Interesting. Okay, so we did it. We got him back. Who just let a Trog take him? He was right here. Who just was like, oh no, that Trog's getting away with our faction leader. Oh dear. Hope that poor guy didn't get shaken around too much in there. Let's see. There are some residual creations. Wandering Mechagon. And we're collecting some stuff from erratic units. It doesn't say specifically because of the king over here, but I'm assuming that's why. So we can head to the beach? I guess so. Do the cave too. It's a long time, very odd. Maybe they want to intervene with an earlier beta. They would have to do both early but also short. I would assume, and this is just a guess, but it's a good guess that is commonly held that we would get... I'm in the wrong spot, aren't I? A beta/alpha, some kind of playable version of Shadowlands, like February. Like, people are kind of thinking they're gonna get the patch done, they're gonna get the raid out in the 21st, they're gonna make sure that's kind of working smoothly, and then refocus their efforts onto getting a playable Shadowlands alpha running for testing kind of February. And March, April, May, June, July, August, like 6 months from that is still August, which I think is basically people's earliest ideas. Is it up here? Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's the thing. 8.3 is playable for North American realms. It's up for North America. Gotta go, so sad. Bye. See you later. We have an update. What do you think? I'm happy so far. I have basically more to do than I have time to do right now, so I'm not in... I'm probably not going to see all of it. I'm not in a big hurry. There's lots of time, is what I'm saying. There's lots of time to enjoy 8.3, so, you know, if you are planning on doing more content, like you want to do the Mythic Plus season, you want to do the raid next week, then the thing that you would want to focus on this week is getting through that intro quest line and then getting through your first horrific visions, because you want to get your legendary cloak, you want to start upgrading it early. But aside from that, you've got the whole week to kind of chill, you know? Check out the pet dungeon, check out Mecha Gnomes, check out Volpera. Am I killing this thing? I am killing this thing. All right. What else can you check out? Check out some Island to Bloom boxes, you know, maybe run some islands. Lots of stuff to do. Mr. Streams, glad to get the surprise. I wanted to just log on and catch up a little bit, because I am going to need to take a couple more days to focus on raid guides before I'm finished them. I'm only about halfway done, but I wanted to, you know, it's patch day. I want to do a little mid video marathon stream just to check in, you know. None of these quests are giving gold, so I needed flux energized servos this way. Shadowlands does not get a closed alpha beta till late February. WoW is dead. I mean, I think it'll take quite a lot to kill WoW, but I don't know. I mean, February in general, I don't know about late February, but February sounds about right. I do not think people will be done with this game until at least May. That's when beta comes out, expansion right after BlizzCon next year. I would be fine with that. That sounds like it makes sense to me. I also I don't think it's the end of the world if there's not enough content to keep dedicated players playing for the entire duration of the expansion. I think there's a fairly natural cadence in an expansion of there's new content, and you do the new content, you get caught up, and then you're out of things to do, but that means that you can either A, catch up on older things that you haven't done yet. You know, if you want to catch up on reputations and pets and mounts and achievements and transmog and alts, that's time for that. And if you're not into all of those things, that's also fine. And then you have time to play other games. You know, my whole guild, they'll come and do new content, and then when they're done, they're playing Monster Hunter World right now. They'll do PoE seasons, they'll do different things together, and then they'll come back to WoW. I don't think that having people play WoW seasonally means the game is a failure. I think it just means that, you know, different people will have different levels of engaged. And like, I don't really take breaks. I'm usually always playing WoW, but that's because during those like off times when there's not as much new content to do, there's never an end to the old content that I want to get caught up on. There's always something else I'm working on, so I don't mind it. I feel like if it was just patch after patch after patch after patch and there was always like a new week's worth of campaign and reputations and whatnot, it would get very exhausting and I would eventually burn out if there was just too much going on. I felt that way a little bit at the beginning of 8.2 because 8.2 just dumped so much content on us. I felt like a little burned out from it just because of everything going on. And then really got to enjoy the patch a little later on once I had calmed down and then gotten to Mechagon and Najatar like one at a time. I had to kind of do them separately. So we are gathering data from gnomes and mechagnomes in Mechagon. I can do that. Lots of them apparently. So we are just chit-chatting with them about what they want in a leader. Is Mechator gonna lead the mechagnomes? I must be confused. Maybe we're just getting recommendations of what we think they should do. Because they already have Erasmus, right? This is what I get for skimming quest text. It's all fine. I'm not overly worried about it. This guy and a couple over here. Yeah, I guess they're into Gelbin. Even though he got carried away by Trogs while unconscious in a pod. I feel like that's not great leadership material. I mean, he's unconscious, but still. So, now what? Have you heard about Temtem? You're gonna try it since you like pet battles. I have never heard of Temtem. When can we start applying for the guild? Unless it's full and I haven't heard of it, I think you can do it now. Guild's been out. Guild's around. Guild exists. I got burned out watching videos about keeping up to date with my cloak, but now I realize I have a few days to get things done before resets happens. I'm less worried. Yeah, and it's one of those things where, like, to stay up to date on your cloak is not going to require that much time from you every week. Like, you do an assault or two, you do a horrific vision or two, and then you're, like, more or less caught up. So you got lots of time. What are you doing right now? Mechanome unlock? I think so. I think so. I started the normal quest line and then switched gears to switch gears to come unlock Mechagnomes. And oh yeah, suggested players 3. No, sorry, that's not for Mechagnomes. That's for the other thing. And now I'm getting confused as to which quest is for which thing. So we need to activate the synchroscope when Christy tells me to fire. Why are we shooting? Why are we shooting? Also, which one of these things is the synchroscope? I am unqualified for this. I didn't push the button. I don't see a button. Oh, here's the button. There we go. My bad. Chatbot? I keep trying to set up my computer so the chatbot loads when I turn it on, and it keeps, like, not wanting to make that work. Ooh, not 42, thank you very much for the 4-month resub. It's okay, tinkering is hard. Maybe I don't deserve to be a mechanome, because she needs me to press one button and I can't even find it. She says my button pushing skills are commendable. We were fortunate you were here. Why, thank you. I know. I'm well known. Retrieve the spark reactor and complete his procedure. We saw a flare near Junkwat. Okay. So we're going back to the depot. She's prestige pressing buttons. Looks like Gelblin died. Thanks, Hazel. He's gone. Just while my gnome is running around the platform, like, I don't see a button. Isn't that like a worst, not a worst fear, but I feel like that's, you know, somebody asking me to do something but not explaining it correctly is a big anxiety trigger. You know, just like if somebody wants you to play a game that they're relying on you, but you don't understand the rules is like a recurring nightmare. Fash Rev, thank you very much for the 3-month resub. I am more of a classic guy, but I hope you enjoy the new patch, Hazel. Oh, thanks. I'm getting a kick out of it so far. I'm starting to wonder if I'm going to be more into my Mecha gnome than I thought I was going to be. I kind of figured it was just going to be kind of a, not a throwaway thing, but something that wasn't that important to me. Where am I delivering this? I'm going back. But now that I'm doing the unlock quest line, I'm kind of wondering if I want to play it a little more. Like, they do get really cool racials. And I'm not talking trash on normal gnome racials. Escape Artist comes in handy once a year. What else do I have? You get Haste, which is the original reason. You get Maximum Mana, which does nothing for me as a Shadow Priest. You get Engineering, which does nothing for me right now. Nimble Fingers, the 1% Haste is why I originally picked it. Because I just wanted Haste as a Shadow Priest. That was back during, I want to say BRD, but maybe it was Legion. There was some reason why I was trying to hit like a haste breakpoint or something. Okay, go ahead and flip the switch. Oh no, not again. Oh no. Alright, there we go. Oh. We're doing it. You okay there, buddy? I feel bad because I really did do this to you. Hey, he's a little spooky looking. Also, did we just Iron Man him? Alright, it worked. So we're heading back to Erasmus. Hazel's going to evolve to a Mecha gnome? Maybe. If you could sacrifice, and I mean like in real life, a human limb to get a better bionic limb, would you do it? And if you only got to pick one, what are you sacrificing? Like, if you had to give up one of your eyes, but then you get a bionic eye that can see much better, is that something you're gonna do? Mind you, in this theoretical question-asking universe, your bionic version looks very bionic. You know, you're not able to, like, people are gonna know what you did, and you're not gonna be able to super hide it from them. So, like, if you have a bionic eye, you're gonna look weird. Absolutely. Right arm. Totally give up my left foot and leg. I think it would be a really easy call if I had something that was faulty already. Like, if I had bad knees or something, then I would absolutely get new bionic knees. But, like, I have a hard time imagining a world where I go into a doctor's office with a perfectly good arm, and I'm like, okay, hack this off, give me a better one, when we don't necessarily know, you know, what the 10-20 year future looks like for a mechanical arm. We have lots of data of how arms age normally, and we know how to take care of them. And, like, what if it becomes hackable? What if someone one day figures out how to hack into your arm and then just make you punch yourself repeatedly forever? Did you ask the DH what they're sacrificing? Pick my bad eye, the left one. Yeah, if I had something that wasn't working, then that's like a really easy choice. Of course you'd want a better one, but I don't know. I feel weird about the prospect of giving up a healthy limb for a better one. It is often suggested, not always kind-heartedly, but sometimes it is suggested to me that I look into a rhinoplasty to cosmetically improve my nose. And the thing about my nose, aside from the fact that it's just the one that my mother gave me, so how dare you, is it works, you know? I can breathe great. I don't have breathing issues. I don't have asthma. I can exercise, and maybe I'll get, like, stitches because I'm out of shape, but I'm going to be able to breathe just fine. And sometimes you get rhinoplasties, and your breath function, not always, but can be impaired. Sometimes it doesn't go well, and you're just never going to be the same again. And I can't imagine, and again, that's just a cosmetic upgrade. It's not going to help me, like, smell chocolate all the time or anything, but it's just a weird thing, especially when you, like, look at videos and stuff of, like, how graphic it is when they actually do it. Make it P-brain text so you don't get arm ads. Be like, I got a bionic eye with manufacturer defects. And then, like, you know, you're right. Like, what if they start patching in ads? What if, you know, it falls out of warranty and then it just starts blinking all day? Trading in an arm, I would add an extra one. Junker, go lay down. I am trying to slay a Blastertron and I don't see it anywhere. Am I supposed to summon this thing or? Oh, this is the thing you're talking about where people can tag it. And we're just waiting for it to respawn, because there's a dead one right there. I did get a tag, so that's something. Healthy limb makes it hard. My nose is a family heirloom too. Worked well for Lee Majors. I think we'll be able to hack regular arms as well at some point, so no big difference. That's actually a terrifying but real possibility. I was reading some really interesting stuff about brain parasites because I don't know how to have fun. You know, the common one is the toxoplasma gondosis or whatever that is, you know, like the cat one that theoretically makes people like cats. And you never really know if you can get it. But basically, the gist of it is that it is absolutely possible and does happen that parasites and other things can emit chemicals that hijack your brain to change your mental function. That's already a thing. So it's completely conceivable that somebody could come up with a bioweapon that not only makes you sick, but actually makes you think differently or behave differently. Like, I'm not trying to say that the zombie apocalypse is a possibility, but it kind of is. Jordan, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. I am unlocking Mecha Gnomes. I could use a power bank to add some energy to my body every now and then. It would be nice if we could stock up on sleep so that we can use it later. Like on a weekend where I don't have anything going on, I would be super down to be able to just like, you know, put in some extra 4-hour naps and then later on when I need those, you know, when like a new patch comes out or whatever, it would be nice to be able to like bank. People talk about a sleep debt, but nobody talks about saving up sleep for later. It's because it's not a thing. See. Talking about one that turns off the fear hormone of the brain of the mouse. So that one was also in the same thing I was reading. The same book talked about both of them. The cat one just... Oh no, maybe you're right. That is the same parasite. I think people think that it makes people like cats as well. I don't know if it works on people the same way, but yeah, basically there's the parasite is in cats, and then they eliminate it in their feces, and then a rat would pick it up, and in order to complete the life cycle and to infect a new cat, which is what the parasite's trying to do, that rat needs to be eaten by another cat. So the way it does that is it gets into the rat's brain and turns off the parts that makes it afraid of cats, and turns on the parts that make it like, and it turns on a part that makes the rat aroused by cat pheromones. It makes the rat like into the cat. So then you're going to have this rat that's like looking for cats and not afraid of them, and then the cat's going to eat it, and then the cat's going to get the parasite, is the gist of that. Hey, we did it. I'm sorry, did she say to update Asa Cloud Singer? Oh, I see, but just like as in give her the news, not as in like install patch 4.6. Let's see, we wanted to save a life, and we recruited Mecha Gnomes somehow, because I don't know how we did do that already. Oh man, if I could stop time, I would use it to nap a bit. Makes a rat. This is a strange conversation I came back to. It's gonna happen once in a while. We have a largely normal stream, and then every now and then there's just something really interesting to talk about. So there we go. Mechagon Mechanostrider Allied Race Mecha Gnomes unlocked. And first of all, this Mechanostrider is a work of art. I actually like it more than the... Pardon me, where is it? Mechagon Mechanostrider. I like it more than the caravan hyena that the Volperi get. Like it's cool that they can turn on and off the canopy. I am having the hardest time in the world seeing this thing. I just learned it. Oh, no, I didn't. That's why. I received it. I did not learn it. I'm not blind. It actually wasn't there yet. Mechagon Mechanostrider. There we go. This thing is awesome. It looks fine when you're running on 2 feet, like normal speed. It's when you slow it down to walk speed, you can really see the sway on that thing, and then you're like, this is weird. And I love it even more. I also appreciate that your character's hands, or at least gnome hands, I don't know if this is true for every other race, but gnome hands really do grab both of the joysticks. They don't do anything with them, but you know, it's like I'm actually driving the thing. YouTube has helped me so far. Yeah, no, I definitely didn't learn it. Mechanize the panda. I kind of thought we were going that way. I was quite excited. So let's make a Mecha gnome, because why not? You know, I'm tempted to delete this boy because I didn't even customize him properly. I'm not saying that I'll never have a Lightforged Death Knight, but if I do it, then I'm gonna need to do it a little more. Ooh, okay. So I was originally thinking warrior, and I was messing around with the customization on the PTR. And so basically, Mecha gnomes have a lot of options, because not only do you have like skin colors, but you also have finishes for your mecha parts. So you've got rust, you've got silver, and you've got gold. Gold is the only one that will match your heritage armor. If you pick gold enhancements and then you get the heritage armor set, you will look like one complete unit, whereas the other ones will not match. However, I kind of like the rust. I think it depends on what kind of class I was going to be. If I was going to be a warrior, I would want the rusty ones, because I feel like a warrior, like, she really got out there and she got working on it. So you can turn off the modification if you don't think you're going to want to use the face covering. You can turn those off completely, actually. Those ones you can completely opt out of if you just want like a normal face. I kind of liked the ears. I kind of like the radio ears. Rich, thanks for the bits. Happy 8-3 day. Will you start a new race? I think I'm going to make one. I'm not really planning on. Like, I'm still leveling my Cultier and Druid. I wish they had let me make a Mecha gnome Druid. I absolutely would have been a Squirrel Queen Mecha gnome Druid, but that's not a thing. So something like that. And then hairstyle is hard because there's a lot of them and they're really cool. I love how like curly and kind of pin-up they are. Into the ponytail. It's giant on top, but that's the fun part. So there's that, but then you can't have pink. You can have kind of reddish, but you can't really do pink. What do you do? And then, the faces are shared with gnomes though. Like, that's my gnome's face. Although it looks weird without the hair. And then you can choose your arms if you want to be pinchy or grabby, and then if you want plates covering your wrists or not. And then same thing with your legs. You're not able to do asymmetric stuff. See, I was kind of thinking warrior, but now that I look at it, I don't know if that's the thing. What if I... The priests clothies look kind of weird though. Like, Mecha gnome clothies look kind of weird. Sure, it covers their legs, because otherwise then you're going to get kind of a diaper effect. It does cover their legs, but like something about sleeveless priest robes is kind of, you know, you're just like kind of walking around just like, yeah. And it's I don't know, especially with the rest of the robe. It's not usually a look you see in a robe. Like 50s Futureland like aesthetic. Going with a pointy hairstyle from a Mecha gnome. So if I was doing a priest, do I still go with a ponytail? I wish if she could have pink hair, I would do it. But she can't. Pointy hair is good. Pointy hair is good. I don't like that bottom one because it's a little too voluminous at the top and a little too skinny at the bottom. If I'm going to have long hair, I need it to be either even or bigger in the bottom. The bun's kind of nice. That one's kind of nice too, although that one looks very... I mean, she does look kind of medic-y. She does look kind of like World War II propaganda nurse photo. This one does have bangs. If you go back to that, she could be blonde, she could be like strawberry hair, I don't know, man. Maybe what she needs is just like some crazy face mods. Make her feel better. Blade Runner look? Moment of truth, what non-pink haired gnome will she make? Retro sci-fi? Very Star Wars look? Need 217 more jelly to be exalted, but so lazy. Maybe people will start posting them on the new auction house. I don't like the chin plate. I don't hate the goggles. I guess you can always change them later. I was gonna say it's kind of a commitment, but the fact that they use the same face makes me feel like this is a little too close to my regular gnome once you get like the regular face going on. I guess this is a slightly pinkish hair, you know, it's not that different tone-wise. And then if I was going to do a priest, I would probably actually do a different color of limb. I don't know if I would do rusty limbs in a priest. She would probably do either silver or gold. What about a rogue? I think I might make a Volpera rogue. I don't... They do look kind of cool. Maybe the barber can give you pink hair. Me? I feel like they stopped hiding extra options in the barbershop when they made allied races. I feel like they give you everything that you're gonna get. So that right there, that dog is the pet that hunters will get. And I could always use more hunters. I think it's just a question of, is there any chance this is gonna replace my regular gnome? Because, you know, it's a ponytail, but better. It's kind of pink. Is there a way I can customize this that makes me want to play it? So she uses the face that looks like she needs a really good nap because, or at least my gnome does. Because that's just how I feel about her. But then you'd want... I actually don't mind the rust limbs. Let's try that. It's all about the modification. I think this is really the slider. Like I like the hair, I like the color. The arms and the legs are fine. It's all about finding the mod that makes her feel right. So radio ears is kind of cute. Maybe the goggles? You can do goggles and radio ears. New hairstyles coming in Shadowlands for regular gnomes. There could be even better ones. That's true, actually. That's true. I have been kind of dying to see what they're even doing with gnomes as far as extra customization options, because they're coming, but they haven't shown us what they are yet. Theoretically, leper gnomes, but then, like, what else, you know? This is pretty cool. I'm kind of liking this. I don't like the jaw plate. I don't like that. I don't like the extra protruding eyes. I like that. Can I just be Mecha Hazel? I can just be Mecha Hazel. All right, well, there's Mecha Hazel. I don't know if... I can't believe I made another priest. I don't know if I'm actually going to play it at all, but I don't know that I won't. Let me look at her racials again. More male human hair. Eternal Traveler's Robe looks really good in them. Do I know which island box drops the bat mount? Not off the top of my head. I wish they also had a new class to go with Mecha Gnomes. Hey, TSM got updated. Yeah. So, look at all these new Mecha Gnomes. Let me remember what the racials are. I know there's the rearm, which as a priest won't do me that much good because I never get to 20% health. I mean, maybe once in a while. So you can open locked chests and doors up to 100. So that's not current stuff, but like low-level chests and stuff, so that would be kind of handy. That would actually be nice just for the sake of running Siege of Orgrimmar, because I always end up with a ton of extra Ghost Iron lockboxes. You function as a personal cooking fire anvil mining forge, which is funny. I feel like that's better for somebody that's going to be blacksmithing and mining and stuff. Emergency failsafe, that's the one. It's not called rearm. I wonder if it ever was called rearm. So you fall below 20% health, you heal for 15% of your max health. Up to once every 2.5 minutes. That's still so good. That is such a good racial. 15% is pretty big. The update is out for North America. Feels bad being a rogue with the lockpick racial, right? And then Hyper Organic Originator summons some duplicates that look like that. They apparently get my title too. Oh, they come with me. So you basically just summon mirror images and then they distract your foes. I'm assuming they're just going to like taunt and take aggro and stuff. Every 3 minutes. You know what I would have preferred is some way to drop combat, like a shadow meld related thing. You know, not shadow meld specifically. I don't know if the racials really convinced me. Isn't there also a damage one, like a combat analysis? That's right. So you increase your primary stat up to 10 times and then decays out of combat. But during combat, you'll be getting that. So that's something. Everyone meet Mecha Hazel? Did you level one up or change races? I just created her. She's level 20. She just started. I don't know if I'm going to actually level her or not, but you know, she's cute enough to live on my loading screen for a while. They deal effectively the DPS you deal with auto attack. People were saying to be a Mecha Mage because of the duplicate spell and the Mecha Gnome racial that duplicates. Oh, because of mirror images and then, you know, more mirror images. Versus Ghidorah. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Aurora Lou, thank you very much for the 5-month resub. It has been a fun patch day. I feel like I've accomplished nothing. I've unlocked Mecha Gnome, so that's something. But I didn't even close to get through the other quest line. It's just really busy out there. I feel like that's going to be easier later on in the week, or even in the day once people have kind of gotten through it a little bit. It was just like earlier. I did get squawks. I did get squawks. What a great stream. So I must be transparent. I am going back underground. I am burrowing back into my nest to finish the raid guides. I have 6 more to do. I'm gonna do 1 more today, 2 Wednesday, 2 Thursday, 1 Friday. Hopefully that's the plan. There's a few more days because the raid's not out until the following Tuesday. So there's a little extra time if they take longer, but hopefully they shouldn't need to. And then I'm not gonna stream again until I'm done those. So keep an eye on my YouTube. I will let you guys know as soon as I'm coming back. But I appreciate you all so much. It was so good to catch up. I missed you guys a lot. I will miss you guys again. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.